Hi everyone, my name's Christine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about books I've read in January. I was telling my daughter-in-law that I think since December I read about 10 books, but I think it's more because I almost have 10 books on this list, and this is just from January. I thought we'd start fresh. I just started reading again in December. I haven't really been able to focus and stuff, so I have been reading. Very excited. What I've been reading, I've been kind of like getting into a little bit more of contemporary romance. And the reason I've been doing that, normally I like historical romance, urban fantasy, paranormal, sometimes spy thriller kind of things, FBI thrillers, that sort of thing, along with a romance. I always like that current, that romance, underlying romance. I don't know, I'm a sucker for it. Must be in my genes. And anyway, so I've been watching some YouTubers, and they're kind of young, and so they're really into these new contemporary romances, and I'm trying to follow along, I'm trying to enjoy, but what I'm finding is that like the writing isn't that great. It just isn't. And I can follow a story. If the writing is good, any story is good. That's kind of where I'm the opinion. I've kind of, if I can follow along, and if the writer's good, you're going to want to be there, no matter what kind of the genre is, right? Anyway, so here are some books that I've been reading, and I'll rate them for you. They're in no particular order, and we'll just get into it. All right, first book I have up that I read, and I believe I read this on Kindle Unlimited. It's A Not So Meet Cute, and that's by Megan Quinn. So I've been wanting to read Megan Quinn. I think I read something else of hers last year. And it has, she has good banter. She has good dialogue, good banter between the heroine and the hero. And I really enjoy that. So I really wanted to kind of see what she was about and just kind of tipping my toes in and reading something from her. It was okay. The banter was okay. The meet cute they're talking about was really weird. Like, that would never happen. And the relationship as it built and the two people connected, I felt it was more of a lust connection than a personal connection. Yeah. So, yeah, it was different. It was okay. So I would give it like a 3.5 star. That's what I'm thinking. This next one I did buy. Sometimes I get emails that show discounts and stuff like that on books that are free or on sale or whatever. So I did see this one. It's called Don't Let It Snow in Deadwood by Anne Charles. And it looks to me, this was a novella of an ongoing series about a paranormal activities in this town. And in this novella, you get to learn all about the characters of the town, the relationships they have with each other. It takes place around Christmas, and it's really cute. So I feel like I really got to know everyone. In the short period of time that you're given a novella, really got to understand the characters pretty well. And that was kind of fun. It made me want to go and read the series because I do enjoy paranormal. So it sounds like fun. I'm not sure what the whole series is called though. And that one I give a 4-star to. Another one I bought was Tessa Bailey, Window Shopping. It takes place around Christmas, whether it's Christmas one or not. I don't know. It is a story around Christmas time, has to do with dressing store windows, and it was interesting. The topic could have been heavier, and it wasn't. I love the fact that the relationship between the two people individually, they were able to progress and move forward, which they should have. I'm glad somebody didn't stay whiny, the heroine didn't stay whiny and pathetic the whole time. She kind of found herself. And the hero also, he found himself. And they were able to kind of find this nice balance within themselves so they could be together. So that was nice. Everyone says she's really hot and steamy, Tessa Bailey, when she writes things. She was okay. It's okay. I've read a lot. I've read a lot more than a lot of different things than some of these other YouTubers have that, they're only in their 20s. I've been reading since I was in my teens, and I've been reading a long time. So I've read a lot of different stuff, better stuff. It was okay. It was okay. I'd give this book like about a 3.5 to a 4, for sure. Also, I bought Talk Bookish to Me. Now, this started out great. This is by Kate Bromley. It started out great. The banter was great, really witty, really enjoyed it between the hero and heroine. Here you have friends to lovers, or actually enemies to lovers, they used in second chances. So they used to be going out in college 10 years before, and now they're meeting up again, and they had a really bad breakup. And they get to clear the air, and they have really great banter, really great chemistry together, and then something happens and breaks that all down. And that's the thing that threw me for the loop. I wasn't expecting that out of the main character, the hero, to screw up that bad. I wasn't expecting that. And the way it ended, I don't think he groveled enough to really make that, to make me happy, to make me have my happy ending. It was still kind of icky. Like, I was still feeling icky. So anyway, I would give it, gosh, it was so good in the beginning and just kind of went sideways toward the end. So I would say 3.5, 4 star. Yeah, 3.5 because it went sideways, but 4 star because the banter, the dialogue was really good. Really good. And I could see, and it really moved along the story about how they had miscommunicated back in the day and everything. And it just did work until that just went sideways toward the end. So you be the judge of that one. And that one again was top bookish to me. Series I started reading on Kindle Unlimited because I have a friend that has it, so I do borrow it, is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. And it's Love Light Farms, then it's In the Weeds, and then it's Mixed Signals. So there's 3 books in the series. So Love Light Farms is about a gal who buys a Christmas tree farm and wants the whole Christmas tree farm experience like from a Hallmark movie. And she has this best friend of 10 years or so, this guy, and he's like her support system and everything. And then she has to fake date him so she can win a big prize from an influencer to help her farm. So the heroine was a little whiny. She should have been a little more self-confident in developing this relationship. I thought I was getting a little tired of her insecurities. Toward the end, it was like, come on, really? Do we have to spell it out for you? He wants you. All right. So I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but yeah. So it was good. It was cute. The town's cute. All the characters are great. Her partners are great in it. She has Christmas tree partners in it. It's really cute. It's very cozy. So it's a sweet one. So I'd give it, again, 3.5 to 4, probably closer to 4. And then we have In the Weeds, which is the influencer that comes, and one of the partners, Beckett. They have a history, and their story is about second chances, getting back together again, maybe. And but it's more than that. You know, they have decisions to make. They have life choices to make, and so again, it's cute, that cozy feel, getting to know all the crazy characters in the town. And I would give it more of a 3.5. I wasn't totally invested into the relationship as I might have been in the first one. And then Mixed Signals, I'm in the middle of reading that. Totally different premise. So we've got friends to lovers, we've got fake dating. It's the other partner, Layla, and Caleb. He's a townie. He lives in the town and works there. And it's about their story and kind of learning about each other, learning about themselves. And in this fake dating situation, they're kind of she's rating him on why is he a bad date, because he can never, date anyone more than once because they never want to go out with him again. So it's really interesting. It's really cute. Again, you get the whole town and all the crazy characters, and you really start to fall in love with them. So it's one of those cozy kind of romance novels. So a little bit of heat. They all 3 have a little bit of steam, a little bit of heat. Nothing crazy, but it's not closed door. There is something going on. It could have been done better probably, but it's good. It's appropriate for what this is. So I give that one, I'll let you know when I give that one, maybe in my next update, okay? Another series that I read this month was by Elise Silver, and it's Flawless, Heartless, and the new one, the third one comes out, Powerless, I think February 10th or something. So it might come out by now, but I read Heartless first, which is the second one, and you got grumpy Sunshine. So this guy, he's a dad, single dad, totally grumpy. He's got a world on his shoulders. And then you get this young girl come in. There's a little bit of age difference, about 10 or 12 years. And she comes in and she's just a breath of sunshine. She's really honest, but in a nice, polite way. Like, she's not mean or sassy in a way that's just like rude. But she's more encouraging, like, why do we think that way? Let's think better. Let's do this, But she calls him on his crap and doesn't let him get away with anything, and has a strong sense of self. which I really enjoyed. It was a good relationship. It was good. It was the better one out of the two I read. So I would give that one a 4-star. And then Flawless, it was okay. It's about his brother, the Grumpy's brother, and names are escaping me. Actually, I do remember their names are like interesting because so Cade was the Grumpy brother. Then we've got the Rodeo brother in Fearless, and his name's Rhett. And then we have the cousin, and his name, what was Bo? I think it's Bo, because they're all from Gone with the Wind. That's how I know. Cade, Rhett, and Bo. They're all from Gone with the Wind. So that's how I remember them. So you've got Bo. He's a champion rodeo rider, and he's gotten into some trouble. So his agent has someone come in and babysit him, a young girl. Again, there's like a 10 age difference there again. And she used to dream about him and had his poster on her bedroom wall when she was young. And so she's babysitting him, make sure he doesn't get any trouble with his big mouth and fighting or whatever. And romance ensues. So that was about a 3.5. It was okay. And then I am looking forward to Powerless. We've got the Bo, I hope that's his name. I'm pretty sure it's his name. You've got him, and I think he's with Cade's and Rhett's cousin, female cousin. And it's their story. And Bo is a famous hockey player, because this all takes place, I believe, in Canada. And huge hockey player. So anyway, we'll see what that's about, and I'll let you know what that is. What else might I be reading this coming up? Let's see. I think What the Hex by Jessica Clare. So some people like it, some people don't. I know it was on Goodreads up there for a little bit. Some people gave it a 3.5 to a 4. I'm just interested. What the Hex? It just sounds cute, kind of like a little cozy. I think it pops up every so often, inexpensive, or it's on Kindle Unlimited or something, so I can read it. And then Magic Tides by Ilona Andrews. So Ilona Andrews is one of my favorite authors. She does paranormal, urban fantasy, really. So urban fantasy, for those of you, urban fantasy is taking today's world that we live in and adding vampires and magic and werewolves and ghosts and things to it. So we're either living in a world that's similar to our world, but everyone knows about these things, or maybe there's an outside world of no one knows about these things, but they exist and everyone else is going along fine, but we know all about the vampires and stuff. Does that make sense? It sort of goes around with what's happening, urban fantasy, okay? Paranormal is more like ghosts and haunted houses and things like that. You might have to look that up. I don't know the exact definition, but I know that urban fantasy really does kind of take that alternate universe kind of step, where we are now, where you live, but with a little something on top. And so Ilona Andrews is coming out with Magic Tides. They're husband and wife writing team. They're awesome. They're great. Magic Tides is a novella based on Kate Daniels' series, which was like a 15 book series. Excellent series. Excellent writing. They have several series. That's one of my favorite ones that they do, but I love them all. And this one is their chapter closed down. Kate Daniels' kind of storyline closed. But this looks like it's their next chapter in their life, and it's about their family now and what things are going on with Kate, her husband, and her child. So very excited to kind of see what this little tidbit. It's really a tease is what it is. It's a total tease to what's coming. So anyway, excited for that. And then I was thinking about Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Now, has anyone read this book yet? Goodreads, #1 hit. Not a romance. There might be some romance in it, but it's not a romance. And it's about computer gaming and something like that, and I'm not sure. I was invited to a book club that's reading this, but they haven't set a date, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, do I want to read it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've heard about this, if you've read it. I really love to know if you've read it and what you thought about it, and if I would like it or not. I don't know. I mean, I do like other things to read. I like spies and FBI agents and crime, and there's a lot of other things I love to read too. Historical romance. I love that too. So let me know what you guys think of that Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And then also something that came up for free, or I downloaded for free or for $1, was Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. And some of the YouTubers have been talking about that. They weren't real fans, but I saw it and I thought I'd grab it, and what's the harm? None of these books have been like 5-star for me. It really, you got to be like a Jen Butcher, you got to be like Ilona Andrews, you got to give me something. Jonah Lindsay, Catherine Coulter, something. The writing has to be there. And some of these are just really immature. They are some of our indie authors, which I totally am about indie authors. I read a lot of indie authors, but the writing's good. But some of these are coming up, and it's making me wonder, like, are we losing our like, how do I say this? Is the bar being lowered for how well people write? Because we have so many indie authors. I remember one time when I was reading stories for a publishing company to see if they should take them on, be published them. I read them, and you read so much bad stuff. You have to almost read good stuff to remember what good stuff's like. So is that where we are now? We're reading so much subpar, not horrible, subpar stuff that we just forgot what good stuff writing is? I don't know. But none of these have really impressed me. So, to a point where I'm going to say 5-star. Blew my mind. Maybe I'm picky. I don't know. So anyway, there is another author you guys can help me out with. Brandon Sanderson. He's a sci-fi guy. Fantasy guy. And he's got tons of series, tons of books. Where should I start? I really am curious to see how his writing goes. So I'm really curious. Where should I start? I've looked up a few things online, and there's a few suggestions, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you want to read? What have you been reading? What do you like to read? And is there something you want me to read and give my opinion? Because I know you always want my opinion on everything. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell, because I am going to start posting again, and this will let you know when my videos come out. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.